Hello and welcome to Sunday Factorio, where I am attempting to get the no spoon achievement. Oh, hello, Grim. How you doing? Um, yes, so just to introduce, it's my name's Trismegistus, and this is Factorio. So I'm trying to get the no spoons achievement. We will get it today because I have a whatchamacallit, I have a save file with the satellite ready to go. So if it takes more than 3 hours, well, depending, we will switch to that, and I'll get the achievement. Good, thanks. You? Yes, I'm okay. I don't know about where you are because I know you're down south, but it's incredibly cold today, and it's actually started snowing and like settling snow, not just sleet coming down, but there's like it's like it's like a centimeter. It's not even significant, but yeah, it's really really cold up here. Which I was not quite expecting. So I've had the heating on full blast all day. Need to break out my winter gear, I think. Yeah, so I'll just fire up. Nothing like down here cold though. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I think we've had snow. So I grew up down in the south. You can tell from my accent, but I'm actually originally from like up in Yorkshire. But say I grew up down south, so I sound like a southerner. But when I in the sort of halfway between those now, and I think we've had snow every year that I've moved up. And when I first moved up here, because I moved for work, and I said to him when it started getting cold, said to him at work, "Is it does it snow much here? Do you ever get much snow?" And they go, "No, no, it hasn't snowed in years." And I say, every year since, it's like at some point, huge snow and we've been blocked in, sort of thing. Right, yes, so we will load the game up. I will immediately hit the research queue because I have forgotten again to bring up my list of researches. We've not actually got that many left. That was dumb of me. Why can't. Oh, there we go. I forgot to bring up my list of researches. I mean, we got a few queued up already, and I say we've not got that many left to do. So I'll get that list over there so I can quickly refer to it. So we're on rocket fuel. Yeah, so we got sort of lube and electric engines, robotics. So there's a good few to go. So we're not going to be finishing anytime soon. I do think you may have been local at some point. Yeah, I would say. I mean, I moved. The family moved when I was a kid, so I'm incredibly white. I was saying before, I'm gonna get some. No, that's the wrong one. Some better gear. That's better, I think. I'm gonna get some sort of stands basically for my microphone and the lights and stuff because I have to push it all into place every time, and it needs to stand somewhere where it's consistent because it's too much fiddling about. Right, yes. So we're just chunking through concrete, which is oddly expensive. 250. So that'll take a little while. I was going to put in the batteries, but what it occurred to me we should actually do is put in the red circuits because then because we've done the two researches for, speed one and prod one, so we can get them in and then I can start putting them in the machines, and that's although it's a small boost, it's significant. But yeah, say when I get playing again, I probably won't do too much reading of the chat, I'm afraid. So apologies if I sort of ignore anyone or anything. I was going to ask, actually, do you want to be a mod, Grim? Because you obviously come around here fairly often. And I mean, it wouldn't be much of a job. Basically, your job would be like banning the chat bots that turn up. And if you don't want to do it, don't worry, sort of thing. But it's just useful to have someone who can, keep an eye on the spam and stuff. But say, don't worry if you don't want to, sort of thing. Right, yes. So, so we'll go and put the red circuits in. Right. So, this is, I believe, plastic and copper. No, that'll be the copper circuits actually. So, Actually, that's wrong. That needs to be like that. I can put these machines in. Okay. It's no worries. So it's just if you wanted to say, it's sort of useful to have someone to be able to keep an eye on in case this these bots turn up, because they're just a bit of a pain, to be honest with you. But no worries, no worries. Other way. Oops. So we're going to need to feed copper in, plastic, and green circuits. How many of these have I actually got? Not many, I don't think. Yeah, I've not got any. Right, oh, 4 of them then. Oh, I need steel. Okay. Right, let's just put all the inserters and all that power stuff in first. Okay, get that in there. Oops. We'll have to put in these extra green circuits when this really gets running, because it just, in combination with the blue circuits, it just eats all the green, and then it causes everything else to grind to a halt. Oops. Oh, I've not even got any of them either. Crikey. Ran out of everything. So I need iron plate, basically. I might as well grab some gear wheels as well then. So I'll take that. Bunch of them. Bunch of them. I need to go and get some proper... Oh, I'm making the belt. That's rubbish. Right, grab a bit of that. And, oh, yeah, I can make loads now. So. Make a whole load of them. In fact, let's make 50. Okay. And then we want green circuits. We want belt. Don't really need inserters. We'll grab a load of cogs. 400? Why is that on that? Probably need some more undergrounds and regulars. Right. And then a bit more iron plate, actually. Let's grab that. Right, so. Have we made them machines? Yes, we have. Brilliant. Oh, I'm going to need some more long-handed. Whoops. Right, so that's all in place. We're getting it all connected up now that we've got some bits and pieces. Right, so we want that in there. And then that one there. Like that. I need more copper. Like so. Which one are you going to? Oh, okay, you're going down there. That's good. And that's the one I accidentally disconnected. This is the reds coming up. Like so. What else do we need? We need plastic, that's what we need. So this must be plastic here. Probably mess up and so, no worries at all. I fully understand. I mean, in theory, as I think I've mentioned before, there's meant to be this automated moobot thing that's like meant to do that, and it doesn't. I don't know if that's... There's probably some setting I can do where it, you know, like looks out for the bots, or some list or something I can put into it, but I can't work it out at all. So absolutely no worries at all. Right, so. Oops. That's not good. Okay. Need to pick all of this up. Right. And then I might as well try and chuck it in there. And that. What was that? Concrete? Because we can go and set concrete up. Because obviously we only need concrete for the silo. Right, so we've got some red circuits being made. Excellent. So we will get this going. So now is this... That's for blue circuits, I think. And then this is where we need to go for red circuits. For modules. I think. No, obviously that's blue science. First. Up there. In fact, we can do blue science now, I think. Yeah, because we got sulfur coming over. In fact, so why don't we get that set up so that it's... I can't remember whether I've done the actual blue science research or not. I must have done. I must have done. We'll soon find out. Yeah, there we go. So we can put you on. Like that. It says it's going to need a lot of red. I might as well get some fast since we got so many over everything. Put these in. Like so. So. Other way. There we go. That's the output. Cool. So we get some blue queued up there. Like that. Okay. Sulfur must be available as well. Get that on. Bing bong bing. Advanced oil. That's good. Right, so that's the sulfur coming in. We got red circuits. We got... So in theory, blue will start happening very, very soon. These must be the prod modules. No, those are RCUs, aren't they? No, those are probably the prods. So get that going. Yeah, here we go. There's like 2 or 3 filter inserts in the entire base, and I can't remember how many. So I'll just make 3. Oh. Across there. So this must be a combination of red and green. I would guess. Yeah, looks like it. It's got red there. Oh, we're out of undergrounds. We are out of undergrounds. That's that. Then we got... Oops. Yep, more green circuits here. Oh, that must be going down... Oh. Going down to blues. Presumably that is as well. Because that's green circuits. Oh, advanced style's not happening, is it? Because it requires blue... Blue science? Yeah, we're into the blue science zone. So, one of the things I am a little curious about... Oh, this is not connected, is it? Here we go. Let's connect all of this up. Like this. There we go. Got power now? No. What have I missed? I've not missed anything, it's just weird cabling. Okay. Weird cabling. So we need like, I think it's 13 steel chests or something. It's a bit of a random number. Right. So if we fill these in, or the first two, does it overlay the recipes if the machine is already there? I assume it must. Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. I'm going to run out of these very quickly. A bunch more of them. So they're making red circuits and going in a box. Not red circuits, they're making prod modules. So this then will be speed modules, which we can kind of let sort of chunk away on while we go and do like concrete, probably. So that's them. Power this up. Like that. Get you up here. Here's our other. Get that powered as well. It's not connected there. It's connected there. Like that. Okay, and then put the actual machines in. Inserters in. Cool. So that'll make a few prods and speeds, which will help out with the production of science generally. And we can go and put the... In fact, I should grab some more steel so I can make some more blue machines. In the meantime, we're also going to need some more chemical plants, aren't we? How many of those is it? I think 6. Grab some iron. Bing bong bing. Some gears. Yeah, so we can basically put in this... Oh wait, was that? I think that was... Okay, so I need to put... If that's advanced oil, then I can go over and now we can finish... finish off the oil area, basically. Let's grab that there. Oh, there's no chest. If I put a chest in, limit it to 1,000. We want that. We want that. We want that. That'll make all the concrete we need. Slowly and steadily. Let's queue up some more research. Right. So what we want next is lube, because it's once them two, I guess. Then I can finish off the oil area. Yeah, because then we want robotics. Do we? I thought... No, we want electric engines, and then we want robotics. Then we want advanced material 2. And that lets us do purple science. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so I'll fill this out. Let's put the power poles in. Oh. What happened there? Right, so them 2, and then these ones here. Copy that over. I don't actually think I need this many battery makers, because it's actually now limited to one side. I had it on both sides of the belts, and it's because I didn't go... We would have needed them if I'd gone full hog and gone, right, well, let's make bots and get them to do some of the work. But because we're only doing it all by hand, So we're only making a couple of hundred robot frames. You know, the entire thing for all the, you know, just for the little bit of science we need, basically. So do that. Oh, that's pointless, isn't it? But we need them. That there. That there. Oh no, that needs to, yeah, okay. That's going down this way. There we go. Oh, that's not connected. That's brilliant. Okay, and then like that. Bit of jiggery pokery there. Oops. Yeah, you see, I'm not, you know, not bothering with that. You know, transfer thingy. Is there something there or not? Yeah. Da-da-da. So you're making batteries and you're happy. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's run the pipes along. Because that's a nice simple job. Like that. And then that's presumably where the blue science is. Not blue science, blue circuits. Like that. So might as well fill... Oh, don't need that one. Fill all of this in. Since we're doing pipes. As well. Oh! Why did you do that? Oh, because it's further than a... Yeah, okay. Oh, I've run out of power poles. Oh, I've run out of trees. Blimey. There's a whole load of trees over there, isn't there? So if I go and finish off the steel area, because we're about to get quite hungry for steel with the advanced thingy machines. Advanced thingy machines? Losing the power of speech. The advanced, the smelters. So we grab that. How many of them have we got? We need 100 per... yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm probably going to need to make a bunch of these. Okay. Have I got enough inserters? Yes. No, I haven't. Let's grab these then. Right. Yeah, so I'll go up and do the extra steel. And there's a load of trees up there, so I can get some more wood. And I've got tons of copper on me. I'll say a load of trees. There are some trees up here somewhere. So it's all backed up, but it'll suddenly start being like really in demand. And I say we're not far off having to start making the low density structures, and of course they're absolute beasts when it comes to steel. So it's not going to be a bad thing to get these to be all, you know, stacked up with 100 in each one type of thing. Helps if I get the belt the right way around though. That's always a good start. Where are these trees I was talking about? They're up here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Right, so let's go and punch some of them. Oop. Do that, and that, and that. And you, and you. All of this. I was thinking about, you know, what I want to do next series-wise, and I still haven't really decided. Any thoughts would be welcome. I mean, the sort of options are a kind of base in the book type series. I'd probably have to call it something else because I don't want to I don't seem like I'm copying the man himself. But that'd almost be for my benefit as well, is one of the things that, because, well, as you say, I mean, these are the only blueprints I've got in my blueprints thing. And if I'm going to do something like try and do another mega base, it'd be quite useful to have blueprints, I think. And good to get it all down as a sort of proper series, because I sort of, I mean, it's just my nature just to prattle on, basically. How many trees is that? Nearly 300, that'll do us. Oops, don't want to do them pipes. Get a load of them in. You know, and talk, I always, you know, always talking through it, what I'm doing, etc., etc. But not explaining it, like, properly with the thought of, you know, like a new player or something doing it. It might also be a good time to do that, because we still haven't had any word about the expansion. But it's obviously been a smidge over a year since they announced... Well, I was thinking about this. It wasn't actually... It was quite a while after launch that they announced the expansion. So, and I don't think it is a year since they announced that. Obviously, it's more than a year since launch. Now... Because that was like October, wasn't it? I remember moving it because of Cyberpunk. Blimey. What a mess that turned out as. But yeah, so I was thinking, you know, it might be a good time to start a series like that, because it'd be quite slow, I think. I think I'd do it fairly deliberately to try and get the designs right and error-free. I think I'd do it as a playthrough. I don't think I'd do it in creative mode or anything. So that's one option. Another option is a series I want to do where I try and make an aesthetic base. And I see, I could almost combine them, but the trouble is, I'd want to do an aesthetic base as close as you can get in Factorio, you know. I'd want to do it with mods and use like Factorio and stuff. So that's not, you know, a base in a book type series should really be a, I think, or my feeling on it is it should be a, you know, vanilla, default vanilla type playthrough. I might even have to do cliffs. I hate cliffs. But yeah, I could do the, you know, vanilla base in a book style playthrough, and then like roll into a, you know, using those designs or basing the aesthetic version on those designs. What I mean by aesthetic is that it's not just, it's like concreting the entire map and, you know, not the entire map, but concreting things so that they look like factories and putting walls around them and having paths that look nice and, you know, Factorio gives you inlaid lamps which look really good, and or I think they look really good anyway. But it also has land. Does it have landfill? I mean, I'd use water fill and stuff to make it, you know, square off the map. You know, the edges of lakes and things like that. Right, is that all done? I think that's all done. So that's kind of, I mean, if we get to a stage where, you know, I'm not doing anything and we've got huge steel demand, I'll come and fill in more of this, and we'll just, you know, we'll add more. But yeah, as I say, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, another option is to start the old modded playthrough, but I think I've decided against doing that, doing a first modded playthrough as a streaming series. I think I'd want to do one, but not, I mean, as in overhaul mod, you know. Why is that research taking so long? Oh, because we have, oh, because of course I didn't. How many reds? Oh, I didn't. Yeah, so we need to put the modules in, basically. Here we go. And this will get things chunking. I've only made... Oh, these haven't got... This is what... what a silly error. No wonder it's not made hardly any. Because there's only a couple of machines doing it, isn't there? Right, okay. Have you made any at all? Oh, you've made a couple. 29, okay, cool. So I can stick these basically in the labs, which both slows them down. What was I? It was 2. And kind of gets us a little bit of extra free stuff, but I say it slows the machines down slightly. Yeah. So that more labs can take beakers, basically. It's sort of a weird effect. Now, what were you? You're one of each. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Oh. Oh, I hit the wrong key. Oh, I hit there. Okay. There we go. Calm down. There we go. There we go. So, I'm clicking on the blue icon, which is why it's not quite taking it. I should be able to get most of these. It made some more speed ones. I assume this is, one of each. And then we should be able to put these in the red circuits. Which will get us more red circuits, which will then make more of these, which blah, blah, blah. There you go, 10 more. That's not quite enough, I don't think. Because this wants 2 speeds. And this wants 2 speeds. And then these all want prods, you see. No, actually, I think the last couple have... Yeah, I put speeds in to sort of use up what ends up on the belt. Yeah, and then they need prods. Okay. Oh, there's no plastic. Okay, why is there no plastic? I bet that's because of imbalances in the oil production. So, in fact, we might be easier to go back to this and chuck this on rather than me have to... Oops, no, no. Is that right? I think that's right. But we can hopefully basically fix... So we've done rocket fuel now, so that should be making stuff. No. So it's very little at that. But we need... Oh, it's not speeds, is it? Is it speeds? 2 on 1. Okay. 2 on 1 all the way down? Okay. In fact, let's put them in the advanced ones. Oops. That. Now, is this connected? It is. Is anything... Yeah, so we're not at a backing up stage yet. What about you? You're not even working. Why are you not working? Because it's just not getting enough. It'll go. I mean, what'll happen basically? This will overkill the petroleum, and then I'll have to come and disconnect some of them, and then I'll have to come. It's basically it could do with wires, but that'd be another research to do. But that fills us up on plastic for now. I've got no things at all, have I? Okay. Okay. And what are you after? Speeds as well. Are we actually making rocket fuel now? Oh, just about. Oh yeah, there we go. First bit of the rocket. Right, so, what next? What next? We could... Let's... Oops! Didn't mean to do that. Misclicked. We could go and fill in the rest of smelting. Where's the... There we go. Because what I can do here is get some electricity on... In fact, let's do that. Get some electricity on the job. Although, no, I won't have enough there. I've not got enough inserters. Okay. Anyway, let's fill this out. We're doing pretty well. I mean, you know, it's 5 hours to go, and we're already producing the first modules, and that'll help speed quite a lot of stuff up. When we're not standing on the belt. But yeah, there'll be a lot of filling the blueprint out now. Like that. Bing bong bing. Onto robotics. I'm not sure how many I queued up. It's past robotics, wasn't it? Yeah, purple, up to purple science, wasn't it? Okay. Okay. Put these in that I've got. In fact, how much? I've got a lot of rubbish in my inventory, so why don't I just and make a load of those? Okay. No. No. Getting sloppy. Let's put them on. Don't appear to be any coal. Is that just because it's... Oh, there's very little coal coming through. Oh, I didn't... Okay. Didn't put the second line on. Let's do that then. In fact, I've probably not got... Yeah, I've not filled this out at all, have I? Okay. In fact, we're only like 5 drills doing their entire smelting. Wow. Okay. Let's just get this all fully done and running. There's some copper that doesn't have power over there. Okay. Oh, speaking of power, I haven't checked in quite a while what the power situation is. What is the power situation? Oh, very bad. Okay, okay. That's what we need to do. So we need to do basically... how many of them am I going to need? So we need lots of iron. And otherwise we should be okay. In fact, I've got pipes. Lots of iron. So I'll go over with what we've got. Completely lost track of the power. Or didn't keep track of the power, rather. Right, so let's fill it all out then. Them. Always like the gush noise it makes as the water goes in. Oops. Oh, and there's not even that much stuff on the belt. Why not? Oh, because I didn't put this second one in. Okay, that's fine. Bunch of trees I can punch up here as well. From memory. Okay. Don't know why I tried to put that one in. Right, so get these on. Oops. Get you all plugged in. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Are we going to virtuous circle this or not? I don't think we are we? I think I need to manually intervene a bit. How many more of it? Oh, 12 more. Okay. I need to put the pipes in because the water's not getting up here. For these ones. I can always go and grab some coal from the other one, but having made this mistake last time, it's a bit ironic to do it, make it again. Okay, so that's 2 lots of. We've got all the inserters and boilers. Okay, 2 lot. Oh, I've not got any pipes. So I say, hopefully it's sort of recoverable and it'll sort itself out in that a bit more power will start coming through, you know, as it comes through. But what we can do, in fact, there's no boilers on that at all, is there? So if I go and put these 2 on as well, and then fill the rest of this belt in. Should get some stuff on this belt as well. Why is there nothing coming through here? Oh, because there's a little bit missing there. Righto. And you're not connected. So I'll have to sort that out. Forgot all about the power. I always forget about the power. Right. Bing bong bing. So hopefully it should to some extent self-correct in that. Even though these aren't going to be running full chat for a bit. The power that does come up this is used. We'll produce some coal. Oh. No. I can't even make an electric mining drill. Brilliant. Let's forget about that one then. But yeah, there should be like a trickle of coal comes through that then goes down to the machines that powers them, that blah blah blah. But if not... Oh, we need to go get some iron anyway, so let's also, there you go. So these are sort of filling up, so I can chuck these in. How many am I going to need? I'm going to need 38. Okay. I think we might. I think I'll grab some coal anyway. And we can chuck a bit in. Because I've got lots of room in my inventory. So grab all of that. And then, where's the iron? Over here. So 38 I need. So if we grab all of this. 21. And then, so I need the same again. Uh, 10, so I need... I don't know, I need some. I lost count. 10, 20, 30... Grab that. All of that. Is it 48? I don't know. Let's just do that many. So we'll chuck in... Chuck a bit of coal in them as well. Oh, I didn't grab any pipes, did I? Do I need pipes? I can't remember where I put one. No, I didn't. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Because these aren't going to do anything without water. Okay. But what we can do is just sort of run down. Really eats through the coal, doesn't it? It's doing it faster than I can, in fact. Let's just put in what I've got. I wouldn't normally use burner inserters. I think it's counterproductive. Because if you run out of coal to feed your boilers, then you're going to run out of coal to feed your burner mining drills. Okay, well that's all the coal I've got. Hopefully that's enough to... Because that's full. Have I made them pipes? Yeah. So if we fill these in... That's... Whoosh. Okay, how many have I got now? I've got 15 now. Two, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, got too many, have I? Too many by 2. Really? Must have counted them wrong before. Let's have a look at the power now then. There we go. What actually happened there then? So maybe it was then that the power... When would the power drop have happened? Must... was more than 10 minutes ago, wasn't it? So it must have been that. Because that would be there. Not sure. Okay. Let's punch a few trees while we're up here. Okay, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? I was putting in more coal and more copper and more iron. So let's do some more of that. Oh, I'm at the science. Why am I up here? Okay, do I need... No, let's just grab them. Might queue up a bit of that. Some of them. And then we run out of iron plate. Cool. Right, so let's get these powered. Oh. And you're missing one. There we go. One up here. Right, so oops, and there, these in. Oh, can't get past that. Can he get past? Yeah, so they need speeds because it's not quite a big enough patch to support all of the smelting. And it's just easier to put some speeds in than tap another patch and run a million miles about. Oops. This in. From memory, this is the wrong type of balancer as well in the end, because I effectively using as a 4x4 as a 4-to-2. Bing bong bing. Oh, so that's purple. Okay. So we really have very few sciences left now. So we've got Advanced Electronics 2, which is blue circuits, low density structures, gold science. Shall I leave it there, or no? Let's put the rocket control units on the list as well. But then we're into that speed 2, speed 3, prod 2, prod 3. researches that are like really heavy and use gold and purple science, and then obviously the silo and the beacon. So there's a good chance here that I might outstrip myself. In effect, basically, I'll have the same issue again, that I'll have built everything, and it just takes a while for the stuff to be made, basically. Okay, so let's get that one going, and we'll finish that off. Copper. Oops. Do. Oh, right about. Okay. There you go. See, so I'm sort of using a 4-to-4 as a 4-to-2, effectively. Okay. I mean, obviously this is not an optimal speedrun job, but what I would do is sort of potentially... Do I need to bother with that iron? I don't know. Optimise the order I do things in. Because it's probably a better order. A better time to... Well, like the coal, If I'd done that earlier, we wouldn't have run out. That's possibly one of the most self-evident things I've ever said in my life. Right, so get more of those. One of them. One of them, and one of them. And then we want about here. Up there. I mean, we need to ramp up copper because I'm going to have to, as I say, double up the green circuit production. Double up and increase the red circuit production so that we can feed blue circuits. So the copper need suddenly ramps up. As I say, we'll get it done and sufficiently quickly that that'll be an issue, because it's like wasn't an issue the first time I did this attempt, because everything else was so slow that it wasn't eating the copper at the same speed. It's the classic thing of it's the same volume of copper, it's just in order to produce it quicker, you need more machines, basically. Although I suppose ironically then you do need more copper because you need more inserters and blah blah blah, but they're sort of insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Something kind of zen about filling out smelting arrays. I'm not the biggest fan of this particular design. It does work, but it's quite quick to do and sort of simple to repeat, basically. Now, are we going to have enough? No, we're not going to have enough smelters. Get in one more row. No, okay. Let's go and get some more of them. Oh, I didn't actually even finish that? Crikey. Oh, that was when I noticed the power was gone, I assume? No, it was at public coal, wasn't it? Hmm. Okay. Looks like the concrete is finished, that's good. How much? I've got no belt. Right, okay, we'll need belt as well then. Which is there. Mm-hmm. Let's do the inserters. Let's put these in. Okay. And might as well do these as well. May well be our last smelters, as I always call them, furnaces. So I may end up ramping up the steel a bit, more just to give me something to do while I wait, in a sense. It won't make a great deal of difference in the grand scheme of things, I don't think. What I ended up with? I thought I might have done. Here we go. Right, so get these in. I'm gonna run out of these as well, aren't I? Yeah, there we go. So we need a bunch more inserters. In fact, I could do the belt as I go. Get all of that bit done. Nope. Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. What do I need? I need, I guess, both of those. Yeah, so concrete is done. Right, what's missing then? So we got some things missing here. Oh, there's a bit of belt mist at the top. Okay. Oops. Oh. Helps if you put it the right way around. Okay, and then we got these inserters. Right. Oh, like so. Okay. Let's go and see how we're doing on the prod and speed front, because then we can chuck them in. Then I need to work out what order's best to do. Oh, I've got tons of them. Lovely. We like that. So chuck these in the labs first. Doesn't give a lot extra, but it's worth having. So it cuts off sort of 4 or 5% basically, which is not a bad thing. Them in there. Try and sort of minimise. What have I put in these? Oh, speeds. Okay. Oh, I've got tons of these as well. Look at this. We like this. In fact, let's put them in. So I can't really feed them, but that'll ease off slightly. Oh, okay. Yeah. And what are you after? You're after prods. Okay. Okay. So it gets a bit more free stuff, which we're always a big fan of free stuff. Which ones? I think I might go. Yeah, let's fill these in, because I made those steel chests, didn't I? So that's rocket fuel. Ready to rumble. This is batteries. Like so. Grab a bit more steel. Okay, so I can make a bunch of them. Why have I done that? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just grab some here. Yeah, we're gonna need all this copper for these boys. But what we can do is we can go and chuck whatever these want in, and also we've got the other. Hopefully, got enough for the other refineries. So I want 2 in each of them. Like that. Did that go in? Yeah. And then, I say these guys need a little bit of TLC. Oh, you don't want 3 of them, do you? I don't suppose it really matters, but 2 speed I put in. And then 1 prod. Okay. We want to check what's going on with that. Yeah, there you go, you see. Super duper stuffed with the petroleum, because there's too many of these basically. Maybe if I do them instead, maybe slow it down effectively. Maybe that'll be a better balance, because it's basically using up all of the light oil, which is fine, but you know, we need light oil for them, and we need heavy oil for that, you see. And what happens is that because it's backed up, we're not producing, you know, none of these are running basically. So what I'll do, I'll disconnect. Let's disconnect all of them so that we get a bit more, so it blasts through the petroleum and we get a bit more balance towards lube. In fact, the lube pipes are full though, aren't they? So But then we're not making robot frames, so anyway, what we'll do now is we'll fill out the coppery stuff because we're about to do low density structures, which we can make. But we need, in fact, I'm going to need some of them, aren't I? To help that out. So say if we fill out basically all the copper stuff along here. Bing bong bing. In fact, I might as well do these circuits as well. There we go. Basically, all of the copper ends up in the low density structures by virtue of a level 2 belt, and then all of the circuits end up in that jazz. So I need one underground. Obviously, I'm gonna. Oh no! Then I've made another one. Brilliant, genius. What an idiot. Right. In fact, I don't think I need that many, do I? So, oh, I do. Let's go and grab some iron stuff then. Let's grab all of them. Up there. Oops. Oh dear. Misclicking all over the place. Right. So what should... Oh, I see. Okay. Because these go into engines. Right. So this is... Ah, more... I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that. Oh, I haven't got any regular belt. Okay, let's go and get some of that then. Running out of all of everything. Right, belt. And then I think if I grab some inserters, as well as that, that, and that. Did I connect the pipe up? I didn't. So I'll take them as well. And fill this out. RCUs, right. I think actually the science is ahead of me. How dare it? As in, I've not made any of these at all, have I? Okay. Right, this should be plastic. I think. Hopefully I've got the right one. Yeah. So that's plastic. So we need to connect up steel. Like that. Oops. So that's one of them. Oh, I better put the power poles in. Best put the power poles in. Like that. All of that. Right, so that should be copper, yeah. And that is the output. That's the plastic and steel from that side. Up there. I guess I can just put that in rather than wait for, or rather than reapply the blueprint. We can just chuck that in like that. Then we want those three. No. No. Like that. Do 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 do. You two, and then the long boys. Long lads. No, I've got that the wrong way around. Our first low density structures. Gonna need like 1 million more long-handeds and fasts, I think. And a whole bunch of them. Yeah, okay. Right, so these would be going over here to what I assume is gold science. In fact, I can't even research RCUs, can I? Can I research any of the things that are left? I could do speeds, because I need golds for the RCUs. So if we do the, I mean, those aren't too bad, those two. So we can see if we can get to RCUs. Huh. Got ahead of myself, basically. So if we put that there, if we... Because I can't do... Can I do the level 3s? No, they need purple. Yeah, I'm quite a bit behind where I need to be. Oh, well, I'll say that. Yeah, so we shall wait for those to finish. And then put them in. Like that. And then this is... Oh. When I say I'm behind, it's because I'm not behind. Obviously, we're still well on track to do the actual achievement. What should I fill out next? I mean, red circuits is really poor, isn't it? But I guess I need to fill out like gold and purple science, really. But then I won't have anything to, any materials to feed in. Okay. So this must be them. And this must be steel and red circuits. I guess if I... Just, I mean, the order of doing stuff is clearly still not right. If I'm having to wait. If I've not got, you know. What is this? Oh, right, that's... Okay. Blimey. Oh, I need more of them. Probably would have been better to actually have machines making them. Didn't really quite appreciate exactly how many I had. Right, grab that. And then, I guess, let's just chuck a load in. So this must be the stone, brick and stone for the railway track and the electric furnaces. Missed. Bing bong bing. Yeah, so we're back to RCUs. Okay. You need gold though, don't you? Whereas that needs purple, and I'm about to do purple. Fell asleep. No worries. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. Well, I know so. I mean, we've got technically 4 hours left on the clock. And we've got, what have we got left? So we got speed 3, prod 3. I'm going to do these two. And then, will I have done that in time? I probably won't, will I? Yeah, let's put that one on next, though. And then it's the silo, and then the beacon. And that's it, basically, then, I think. So that's all of the sciences queued up. But I need to get purple built before I can even do the prod 3 and speed 3. Been a long way. Oh, sorry, it wasn't. I didn't mean that. I mean, you know. So before I kind of, I did my own fun sort of thing. It's not, and it's great that you chat, but don't feel you need to if you're conked out. And get some sleep in. Been sleeping terribly myself. It's because it's turned cold and I've not. What I was saying earlier, I've not kind of broken out the winter gear yet. Because it was quite a sudden change here. Or it seemed to be anyway. Maybe it wasn't. So I've basically been waking up in the middle of the night, freezing, So it's because I need to get the thick duvet out and stuff, but I've not been bothered. Yeah, so we need to get purple up and running as quick as we can. Which means making rail. Like so. And Akusa, you need iron plates. And then this will be the purple. Oh. Right, so that's purple science finally. I had this arrangement here, this sort of weird thing, because when I was doing the practice run, I didn't manage to get. I was behind basically as well, so I ended up with a load of stuff sat down at the end of the belt. In fact, let's take that out in case I don't need it. I was like, well, I could have manually stuck it back in, but I was just like, let's just recirculate it while it's doing that, because obviously the silo and stuff is going to be very heavy. Has that got a... That's not even got an inserter there. Blimey. Right. So purple's not quite running yet, I don't think, because we've not got... Yeah, I didn't put the belts on for this. But the bricks are here now. I didn't put the inserters on either. Oh. Oh, of course it needs red circuits, doesn't it? I was wondering why it was just sort of sat there, because it doesn't have any red circuits. No red circuits. Like that, up there. So if I've done... Hmm. Oops. So this is blue circuits, isn't it? You see, I've not even made the blue circuits yet. No. Okay. Crikey. Is purple science being made? It isn't, because I haven't set the recipe. There we go. Let us... What are you after? 2 speeds, okay. Let's put them in. And then what are you using? 1 of each, okay. I'll do that. No. Chucked them on the floor, you see. Chucked them on the floor. Like a child having a tantrum. Are you speed still? Okay. Okay, so that'll make low density structures, but they're not hooked up to the chests, so we can get them being made. We're going to have exactly the same thing we did last time, where I'm just sort of sat waiting for a load of RCUs to be made. It's just that we're doing that way, way quicker, or way, way earlier than last time. Weird. If I grab them and them, let's set this up. So this is my 3rd filter inserter, and it's doing, for some reason it's not there, but I don't know why that is. But that's doing electric engines. Oops. For the rocket, for the silo, basically. Let's pop this blueprint back down again, because I'm getting a little confused as to what I've done and what I've not done. Right. Green and blue, green and blue. Something different there, though. There we go, that's better. Right. Oh, I've not got any pipes. Grab some of them then. Okay, right there, right there, right there. Power? Oh, of course, because it's not. It's not quite the same. Okay. Up there. This is steel, presumably, yeah, and this is steel. Up there. And this is robots. Why have you not got any power? And what you after? 2 speed, 2 speed. Okay. I can do that. Excellent. What about you? 2 speed, 2 speed. Okay. Do them. And those are all speed as well. Okay, all the sciences are ready to go. I think we'll have to come back and make sure, obviously, with the exception that I need to feed in what they need. So let's build the blue circuits first. Probably going to need more blue machines. So yeah, build the blue circuits first. Get this one done. Like so. Oh, gold. That's all gone a bit weird. What have I done there? Don't know what happened there. And that's not even there. No, don't know what I did there. But I did something wrong. That one in there. So. Oh, I think it's because there's no power poles. So it was sticking the machines where it shouldn't. Yeah, it's because there's no power poles. What idiot forgot to put power poles in, eh? Right, so we need to feed this more green circuits. Because it's just not enough. It's never enough. Like that. Ah. Yeah, I think some production of undergrounds and splitters would have been sensible. Even if I still handcrafted a lot of them, because... Oh, see. Yes, we'll get the blue circuits in, set down, and then it's a case of filling these red and green out so that we can actually feed everything. Right, so what are we after? We're after belts, basically. Do I want to take all? Don't want to take all of them. Oh, I'll grab a few. Them. And now I can't make any more because I got no iron plate. It's kind of why there's only like the one thing of iron plate, because I'm hand making basically all of the circuits. Right, so we'll start at the beginning. Oh dear. Quite sudden. We should have expected it as the end of November. Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite mild though, so it's like you just get used to it being, like that, as it were. And November is technically autumn. It's not actually winter yet. And as I say, it's snowing here. Well, I say as I say. Did I say that? I don't know if I did mention that. But it's actually snowing here. unsettling. You know, it's not. It's not, you know, sleet or anything. It's actually, or it was anyway. I'll probably go and have a look after this, and it's all gone. But yeah, it has been absolutely glacial here. You tell we're British, can't you? Or I'm talking about the blooming weather all the time. Talking about this on a previous stream. It's because we get so much of it, and it's so variable. You live in a country, well, live in a, like, I don't know, Texas or something, where, oh, I suppose it's a assumption or cliche or whatever, so it may not be like that, but you know, if it's just sunny and pleasant weather all the time, what's there to talk about, as it were? Right, so I've run out of them. Blimey. Let's get some more then. Grab them. Might need some more of them, actually. How are we doing? So we're just down the bottom. Oh, down the bottom here. Okay. Put these in. Wait. Did it. No. Did it. Okay, and then feed them in. Correct things like that. Oh! Let's just take it out and put it back in here. So we can do some stuff like, you know, optimizing these by putting, you know, red machines in if it looks like we're going to run out of green circuits, you know. So there are things we can do if we end up waiting, and like increasing the inserter speed and all of that sort of stuff. But in fact, why have I got blues on one side and yellows on the other? I guess that's what I was doing when I finished it. But, and then copy that up. Right, so there's no iron coming in for some reason. That reason being, why is that not connected? Am I going mad? Don't know what happened there. Yeah, so and we can stick in, you know, prod modules and speed modules in them or whatever, and just sort of play about with it a bit. I mean, it's basically producing a full belt, but it's not quite, you know, so we can do a little bit of easy tweaking. We appear to be basically running out of plastic, which is probably whoops, which is probably because this is backed up the other way and there's oodles of, yeah, there you go, light oil and, oh, heavy's not too much. Does it give you trouble getting to work when you need to? Yes, it does. Or it would do if I wasn't now basically working from home. But yeah, I've had a few things where, you know, a few times when I've been snowed in as a result, you know, because it has sort of you know, blocked all the roads. It's only blocked the roads like 1 year, I think. No, I can't remember. I think it blocked them 1 year, but like 2 times basically is my memory. But I wouldn't swear to that. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I'm basically in a city. So I'm not out in the country or anything, so it's not too bad. But yeah, when it gets a bit snowy, because because I'm in a suburban area, so they don't grit the roads. So it can be a little dangerous. But now that we're properly working from home, basically. Bit of a I say that bit of a bone of contention if I'm totally honest, but hopefully they're going to be sensible and not, because they did a thing. They basically insisted that we come in for a day a week, but no one's quite sure why. It's all a bit of a weird situation, but yeah, hopefully they'll be nice and sensible if it does snow and be like, well, just go back to working from home full time until it's cleared up. I don't imagine you can work from home with what you do. Put the powers on first. Or did you get? I may not want to answer, but I don't know if you got furloughed during the whole thing, because I know there's somebody at work. Their partner is in the building trade, and they got furloughed. So it was quite stressful, actually. I was like, because I was saying I wish I'd got furloughed, because I say not having family or anything like that, and not having those sorts of concerns, it wouldn't a cut of my salary wouldn't have had that massive impact in me. I mean, obviously I don't want to lose that salary, but I've saved so much money in petrol since the whole thing started. And if I instead hadn't been given that money to start with, if you see what I mean, it wouldn't have made a lot of difference, really. I say not that I want to lose it, but yeah, they were saying it was quite sort of nerve-wracking for them, because it was the assumption everyone was making was that they would get laid off basically as soon as furlough ended, and so they were sort of like, well, does that should we look for new jobs, basically, in the assumption that we are gonna be laid off. So that's more red. In fact, that's pretty much everything filled out, with the exception of the RCUs, which I can't actually research yet. What we should probably do is rearrange this. So we do the RCUs first, and then those, and then probably, yeah, if we do that in that order. Not really, but the van goes through most weathers. But we were lucky with what we had, so we were able to carry on socially distanced, of course. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's all sort of about what you do. I mean, my sister got furloughed because she's in. I mean, she's not. It's not building trade, but she's. It's like a firm of plumbers. But it's. Why is this only producing a tiny number? Mate, that should be speeds, really, shouldn't it? In fact, it's speeds on the others. Why have I put prod modules in? So that's it, basically. The base is filled out. We've now got 3 hours and 51 minutes to make, couple of thousand RCUs. I need to do some handcrafting. In fact, I could probably do the level 2 ones now, couldn't I? If we grab some stuff. I say we can fiddle about with, you know, like I could put some more. Put another one of these on. Oh, I've not got any. But yeah, her firm's like, I say plumbers basically. But not, like, how to put it? They like domestic plumbers basically, so they're not. So they had to, you know, stop doing everything because they couldn't go and do their jobs, and be socially distanced because obviously, you know, it's like a contradiction in terms sort of thing. You can't go into people's houses and, you know, fix their boilers. You know, if you're having to be socially distanced as well. Oh, you probably could, but you get what I mean. Not convenient, basically. So we could do something a bit weird here. So if I do that, do I need more? I mean, I could do with a little bit more. Yeah, let's do something weird. So basically, it's all ready to rock and roll. So it's more just sort of playing about, really, now. So if I do that, now grab some of them. Like that. I can dump them on the other side. And then same again. Like that. Like that. Like that. One of them. A bit of that. Lockdown or not, in an emergency, a plumber is needed when issues it. Yeah, so they did have, you know, there was one of their guys basically did like the super emergency stuff. But in terms, a lot of what they do is like, it's like, you know, you have like blocks of flats and stuff like that, and it's like they do like the safety checks and all that sort of stuff, and a lot of that stuff, it basically could be put on hold, you know, certainly for 6 months or whatever while they were locked down. But it meant that, you know, there was basically one of their guys it was the boss basically, so he kept working, and everyone else was on furlough. And of course, I mean, what she's not a plumber, but she does like the secretarial stuff, so she's all like the admin side of it, so she wasn't really needed at all, sort of thing. So we've got way more than we need. So can we add in more machines? This is why we needed all of that copper, basically, because it gets to a point where... In fact, let's just check science is happening and what's going on with it. So you're running. You're not running because you're not getting prod modules. Why are you not? Oh, of course, it's the red circuit issue. So yeah, red circuits is the big material sink and slow thing, which is kind of the norm for the game, really. But yeah, she kind of loved it because she's just had, you know, son, and so she got to spend, you know, loads of time with him, type of thing. And you're waiting on red circuits, presumably, yeah. So we can probably add some more red circuits, basically. I think maybe if I... might actually be able to do that more generally and speed them up a bit. Because I was using these prods almost to slow the machines down a bit. But we're now making loads of copper wire. So we can maybe swap some in a bit. I was slightly trepidatious on that, because if we use up all the copper in copper wire here, we won't be producing the RCUs. So it's like a, give and take, basically. And as you see, we don't really need more green circuits, because it's basically a full line. We could add on, so I don't know why half of them are blue. That's a bit weird, but I guess maybe I ran out. But we can kind of do a little bit more. Oh no, I don't need to do that. And kind of get it to fill out. Make sure it is a proper full green lane going there. It's not quite, is it? So maybe if we do one more. Oh. No. Like that. Is that going to get us? Yeah, I think that's full lane now. So if we do same over here, I might go and swap some of these over. So I'm not quite sure how I ended up. In fact, let's just go and get some more inserters. Probably shouldn't say all that personal stuff, I guess. Putting it out on the... I mean, it's not really that personal. But... putting it out on the internet and all that, but... I don't think you can work out anything like that. Dox me or whatever with any of that stuff. It's all just fairly general information. Right, let's grab a load of inserters. I say, we'll swap the weird blue ones over here. In fact, why is it yellow and... oh, I don't know what's happened there. Right, so make that all yellow all the way down. And then I'll make these blue. Like that. So we've got 2 sets of blue at the top there. Gonna need some more, aren't I? Okay, so this all goes blue up here. RCUs are nearly done. Yeah, more than that. So it's coming up to 5 o'clock. We've got 3 3/4 hours left. I think we'll do that. I mean, it'd need to take an hour and a quarter to be slower than the first attempt. So I can't even see it taking that long. Yeah, so this is now 4 lanes, full green. Well, tiny gap there, but that's probably a timing issue. 4 lanes there. And then, what's this situation? So, it's just hugely backed up. So I think maybe first step would be to swap... Oh, what are you doing? Swap them out. Rather than put more machines in. Oh, what? Oh, that was it. That was RCUs, wasn't it? So, if we get them going, because we've got loads of stuff stacked back, so we can make quite a few. with just what's set on the belt. Basically. Cool. And then what did I have in it? I had speeds, obviously. Oh, yeah. I need to... Bing bong bee. That must be the prod 3. Oh. Oh no, why did you... What? I must have clicked that off for some reason. Right, so yeah, we need to make the speed 3. Well, do the speed 3 research. This is still basically bottlenecked by red circuits, I think. Right, looks like it's pretty much hitting a thing. We can stick a few more speeds in. Right, so yeah, so now we're making everything there. What we can do is gather up what we're going to need for the silo, which from my memory is some blue circuits. I can never remember. Will it tell me? Yeah, 200 blue circuits. So I need a bit more than that. And in fact, 3 more. Yep, so I got them. We should have made electric engines. I can't see how we wouldn't have done that. Oh, well, we have, but I need 200, don't I? Yeah. Don't know what I've done there then. Got the wrong limit on the chest. Let's see. So, here you go. See, we're now basically running out of copper again. I mean, it is all kind of going through, so it is literally just running out of copper, basically. Here you go. So this is what I was talking about. This is why I put this reroute in, because I could obviously hand do it. But, you know, whatever. Let's just chuck that in there. Get them recirculating. And then, what was I going to grab? No, don't know. It's not actually 4 here. And it can't be the batteries, because that's stacked up. So what are we lacking here? Oh, is it just... Oh, this... Oh, okay. This is why I need the speeds in the machines. Yeah, here we go. Because it doesn't quite do it. You've not even got any stuff. Right. Chuck a bunch of these in. Like that. And then maybe a few here as well. Right, so that's all the speed modules. Hopefully that gets closer. It's still not totally full, but it seems... Oh, no. Okay, so maybe that gets us as much copper as we can without... I could always go and feed this in. Right, so where are we? We're hungry for copper. Let's see how many of these we've got. And see how many of these. I can only make one of those. Why is that? Because I've not got any red circuits. Okay, so let's grab that. Let us rob Peter to pay Paul. 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, we should have our engines now. Oops, no, that was wrong. Okay, so we've got the engines. Oh, did I put 50 in? I did, didn't I? Got the engines, got the... Oh no, I haven't got the blue circuits because I've just turned them into modules. What a plonker. Are they stacked up over there? No, of course not. Which one did I just finished that one? So I could, in theory, make one of them. But that would then use up all the blue circuits. I don't want one of them. At most, I would want one of them. Oh, 4 of them. No, 2 of them. 1 of them. Oh, no, I just used them before, didn't I? But we do need a bunch of these. I don't know, we've made quite a few of them. Right, anyway, so let's go and get the rest of the stuff to make the silo. Because we need... concrete. And we need what? I need 1,000 steel as well, crikey. Okay. Not got any room in my inventory. Let's dump a load of stuff that I shouldn't have picked up or shouldn't have made. So we don't need these reds anymore. Don't need them, don't need them. Let's go and chuck that in there. I guess I could just turn those into furnaces. Okay. Let's go and grab 1,000 steel, so we got that. Oh. So there's not even any copper getting down here now. Because what I'm basically doing, we've got another copper patch right there, basically. So we could go and set up more copper smelting, essentially. And feed it in, you know, just spaghetti it in, basically. The question with that is where I get coal from. I seem to recall there was a coal thing there. Worst case, I could just maybe run the... You know, we'll just use whatever's left after plastic. In fact, that's the point. Is plastic coming through? Yeah, it is now. Yeah, I think we'll do that just because, like, there's, like, nothing else for me to do. And it's copper we're running it. It's why I didn't even have that in the first run. But we've got to the point where we've got everything, you know, done. Okay, let's grab the steel that we need. We need more than that. We need 1,000 steel. 1,000 men of steel. No, more than that. And more than that. So this is why I added in that extra thing, basically. Right, so if we just pop a chest down, so there's nothing in my inventory. So we want 1,000 steel. We want 1,000 concrete. We want 200 of them. 100 iron plate. 100 iron plate. And then 200 blue circuits. Where are we going to get them from? I mean, I guess I could just stick an inserter here. Oh. Grab a stack. Because I need 200 of them. I think that's everything. Yep. So it'll steal them, basically, but we will need them anyway. And obviously, what, you know, once all the sciences are done, I can do the thing of turning everything off. But yeah, we might as well go and put the extra copper smelting in, I guess. Let's have a look what's going on with the pipes. So you see we're now back to the situation of, yeah, petroleum's full. Does that matter? You know, how are we doing with rocket fuel? That's the question. Because that's the only one that... Well, I suppose there's the lube, but we've made a load of... You know, we've got gold science stacked up on the belt. In fact, right the way back, so... I don't really... In fact, I could probably cut it off. I bet that's enough to do the research. No, it won't be. No, it won't be. How many of these have we got? Oh, crikey. Right, okay. What I might do then, if we take them, put them in there, just so it loads them in a bit more evenly. So that's in that one. Was that one? Okay. So what have we got? We got 250, yeah. So I've got enough rocket fuel, basically. I don't need any more. Because it's 1,000, basically, isn't it? And what about low-density structures? Oh, right, that's already a chest full. And we have been making them for a while, so it's not surprising. What about you? I think we've probably got enough of them, haven't we? 350. Yeah, so I got enough RCUs as well. Low-density structures. Shall I cut this off? Is that right? Because, so we're going to beacon it, so we don't actually need what it says. But let's have a look what it says. They're 10, and you need 100, don't you? So you need 1,000 of each, and I've got way more than 1,000 of both of those. What about RCUs? So that's only 200. Yeah, so it's these we're going to end up waiting on. I'm fairly happy to just chop this off. If we take that out, then what we produce will go to science and we can chop that off, basically. But that'll stop the copper, you know, copper demand from them. So I won't actually be bothered if, you know, I can cut this off here. So we do need to keep it going because I don't actually think that is enough gold science. I mean, I could put some more labs in. Because we've got purple stacked up as well. Let's just go and put these in. So we're going to need lots of belt. Lots of belt. Lots of inserters. And furnaces. Yeah, we're doing well. Well on track. So 3.5 hours left. I had about 2.5 hours left on that other, you know, that practice run. So it's more a question of whether, oh, that's not a full belt coming in there, is it? Okay, well, let's stick these in. Just because this is nice and close and is less mental effort. I guess I could check the power as well. I don't think that'll be a problem. Let's just check the power. Bing bong bing for rocket silos. Yeah, so it's, I mean, it's hovering around that sort of mark, but I say we're going to turn the science off in not very long. Are we? Why is that not doing anything? Oh yeah, no, it is. Because so this is the other issue. If I start sticking copper in, am I going to exceed my power supply? So say let's just finish this off so we know definitely not going to run out of iron or anything silly like that. Oh. I thought I still had hundreds of them. I guess not. Oh, it's okay. Are we now? Huh. Is there something wrong over here? This doesn't seem to be... No, it's just taking a little while to come through. I think that's what it is. Right. There you go, you see. Oh, we do have a little bit of headroom, but not much. So what I could do, I guess, is just make a couple of labs. How would I add them in? If I underground this, I can literally put them there. And then like that. Oh. And what? Oh. So that's that. But I can also then just hand make, like hand feed in, I guess. Because I've not got that much purple spare. In fact, that would probably be alright, won't it? So it's just a little bit of purple. Yeah. In fact, I don't know they can support that, but oh, I didn't put modules in. There we go. Wait, did I put the Devil 2s in? I did, didn't I? Oh, I forgot. Right, let's take them out. I can't make any of them because I haven't got any blue circuits. Right, so new plan. Grab these, stick them in there. It'll grab a few more to enable me to make that or those. And I've got 15, so I should be able to make 3. I can only make 5 of them. Okay. Should be a load in a chest somewhere. Starting to get a bit confused, if I'm totally honest. Right, so I've got 50 of them now. I've got 50 of them. So I can put those in the labs. Like so. Then we can make... Why can I... Oh, I haven't got any of them. Okay. So I need a bunch of these. Right, so I can now make 3 prod 3s. Okay, so if I make 1, 2, 3... What am I then short of? I'm then short of blues again. Let's just leave that for the moment. So I'm confusing myself, I think, basically. Right. There's lots of reds coming along here. So don't think I am going to add in more copper. Because if I add more copper, we're going to go over the power limit. What am I going to do now? I'm going to handcraft another one of them. I mean, maybe we add the copper in when... I mean, it sort of depends on how many of these have been made. More than anything. $100, 200. It's got 350. We need like... I can't remember how many you need. It's like 700 in reality. Yeah, not sure what to do with myself now. So, if we add more copper in, we're gonna blast through the power limit. So I could add more power in, but do I want to bother? I mean, this is like ridiculous. It's like 1,000 science, isn't it? So it is super expensive. And we are now, yeah, so we've eaten all the purple now. Could we boost the purple somehow? Because blue's backed up, red's backed up, green's backed up. Yellow is backing up for some reason. It's purple that's too slow. And why is purple too slow? Purple is too slow because you're not getting prod modules. You're not getting prod modules because you don't have red circuits. And you don't have red circuits because they're going into these as well. So So what? So... I mean, what we could do is we could set the priority on that to left. So it will basically stop these until this is backed up. It won't take long to back up. But that'll put the priority back onto the purple science. And potentially I could add more labs in. And we speed up that part of it. The other option is to hammer another, because we can do another lab research speed, but it's very expensive. That'd be a bit pointless, I think. Why is there no iron? Because it's all going into green circuits. Wow, okay. How about then? We do something about that instead. Is it seriously all going into green circuits? I guess it must be if it's a full lane. Okay. How about then? Because these aren't actually, these are staggering, so we're not actually using it all here. It's just because I've sent most of it into these. So why don't I get the old bowl of spaghetti out? So if I'm not going to do anything, we might as well. But why am I doing that as two? Let's just stick them together. And then we can let's do the old bowl of pasta. Oops. Feed that in there. I mean, not that we, green's still running, it's just, it would clearly be about to run out. Yeah. Let's go and... Oh! Actually, how bored are you going to get? I don't know. I mean, we're not that far off. I mean, we'll stick with it. I could load up the other one and launch the rocket. But I mean, it's half an hour until I would normally end the stream anyway. So we might as well just stick with this. Where am I going? I just wanted to check on the power, absolutely make sure that we're not about to run out of coal or anything. No, this is all fine, isn't it? Yeah, it's all stacked up on the belt. So the problem is we've not got really the headroom to set up an entire new smelting thing, I don't think. And I think that's the only way we're getting, more stuff running. So purple has just stopped altogether now. Why are you going so slow? Oh, you're not getting... Okay. Oh, but that's... Oh, no. Yeah, so there we go. We can stick some blues on there. There we go. That'll help out that. I'm guessing at one point they were blues, and I flipped them back, basically. Why have you not got stone? I guess we could add in... Okay. So these need to be faster. Could I hand make... I don't think it... Because I haven't even researched the upper level... You know, this next level of... power pole. So instead, we'll chuck some... Oops. Things in there. Add those in. Still not quick enough. But then they wouldn't be with speeds in, I guess. I could always... Oh, what I could do is I could add steel to that lane, couldn't I? But then this is the thing, you see, we're actually... Steel's not as much as you might think. It's just because it's backed up on the belts, basically. But what we could do... So you sort of put this in here. Oh. Do that. Add that on there. Like that. And then change these to fasts. Okay. And now that's not working properly. We could probably put speeds in there. Might even add some more machines in, actually. Might as well. Bit of a treat. Because you're still not getting any. Would fasts help there? Maybe a little bit. So they're all now running properly, where they weren't before. But we're bound to eat through all the red circuits or something, aren't we? Right, so hopefully that'll do that. We're only halfway on this. Oh, I must have already done... Ah, I've already done the... Ah, I've done the beacon already. Okay. That's why it's taking longer, because I've already done the beacon. We've done the bacon. The bacon is done. Because before I did it the other way around. So that's why it's... So effectively, you know, there's the... You know, we would be a lot further along if I'd done the beacon, you know, second. Okay. How many blue circuits have we got in here? So this is a full... Okay. Come on. Right, so we want one more prod 3. And we can do that if we get more of them. No. We need to be able to make... Maybe. So, what? If I make 5 of them? 5. Why can't I then make... Oh, because I've not got any red circuits. Okay. Everyone needs red circuits. It's just a fact of life. If I do that. No, don't make 5 there. There we go. So that gets me them. I can put that in. And what did I have in them? Oh, I did have level 2s. Okay. Might as well make them then. Cool. How are we doing? So now getting prod back, you know, backing up. Maybe if we switch out a few of these speeds. Since it's a time issue at the moment. Well, it's not really a time issue. Right. Okay, so 57% of the way there. If I cancel that, do them two first. Okay. I wonder if... my yellow's all backed up, so even if it is... No, loop's all full. I say, we got purple sort of... sitting on the belt, so... So how about... How about... Oh. Right, we must have done the... Oh, wait. Didn't I need 2 for each? Yeah, okay. Put them in. A couple more of them then. I never even made these into blue machines, did I? What we're lacking? We're lacking green circuits. Yeah, these ones have been green all the way through. Green. Grey. All the way through. Right, that's that done. put that lab in. One of them. One of them. Then we go and go on what? Can't do that, can I? Okay. I always used to really enjoy doing recirculating science labs. You know, where you have it looping around. Not sushi. I don't really like the sushi thing. Seems to be taking the mic a bit. It's like the whole sushi way of doing it. But yeah, I always used really like doing recirculating labs. But then the trouble with them is they're very difficult to extend. So when you get to a stage where like, well, I need 5 more, you know, 5 more labs or something, and you basically have to completely rework your entire design. And then oh, of course, it doesn't take them anymore, does it? 1 more of them. No. Wait, have I put... I don't know, I put them in the thing, didn't I? So chuck them in the beacon. Yeah, you see. Crikey. Somehow picked up one of them. Let's chuck them in the... there. And then replace these 2. Not sure why I did that. Okay. Let's just leave it be. %, very nearly there. Has this started stacking back yet? No. Nowhere near. 89%. Tinkering Utility's done, yeah. It's actually, it's one of my favourite things. I mean, I say that about just about everything. It's one of my favourite things in the game. It's just tinkering, basically. Let's get rid of some of those belts. And some of those inserters. Just trying to make room, because I've got a heck of a lot of stuff to sort of pick up. I'm going to chuck these in here. Chuck them in there. We can get rid of the miners if I'm not gonna, because we are literally on the cusp. You know, where it'll rattle through quite a lot of the thing. But as you say, it's the RCUs that are then going to be our bottleneck, I think. But probably not as much as you might think, because we've got so many blues sat here, and it would, once I chop that off, chop that off rather, all the reds will basically come in here, and we'll turn all this off. All of the reds will come down here, and we'll chunk through them relatively quickly, because we've got 226, 123, and 100. So we got 250, 350, 450, and we need about 700, is it? Something like that. And I say, we're not making any. In fact, why don't we chop it off now? Or, at the very least, change the priority again. Because we are literally about to do it. Can I pick everything up in here? Yes. 99. 100. Right, so we need to make the silo. Whoop. Which is weirdly quick, I always think, given how big it's, you know, material heavy it is. In the meantime, we can properly chop this off, so that's not going up there. Kill science, please. Science dead. Science dead. Science dead. Science dead. Science dead. And purple. Need to kill there and there. Oh, did it? It did make the noise. So we'll pop that in. Get those in. And bosh, bosh, bosh. That should be happier. Oh, I guess the reds will go into the blues as well, but yeah, we only need. In fact, do we need RCUs anymore? Guess we don't. But anyway, chop this off, and that. So, sorry, RCUs. The low density structures are being made, but I don't know if I need them because I've chopped it off already. So why bother? There's no point, is there? Okay. What else can we kill off? Well, we can stop blues going up there. What else? The greens doesn't really matter because we've got such a surfeit. I mean, I could turn that off, but it's not doing anything, really. So yeah, it's just a case of this actually doing what it needs to do. How are we actually doing with these? This is where I find out I've got my maths wrong. I don't have enough. So we've got 150-ish left. 41% of the way through. Yeah, so it's going to come down to these bad boys again. The engineer is a beast. Yeah. You know, you were saying about overthinking things. I was thinking about it the other day because there's the whole thing. You eat fish to recover health, sort of thing, and it's like, I mean, I get it. I mean, it's silly in games anyway. When a health pack just suddenly restores health, which is a bizarre thing anyway. But the engineer doesn't drink. He doesn't eat. I mean, I suppose we don't even know if it's a he or a she. It's something in a thing whose face you can't see. So is it even human? But it doesn't eat, doesn't drink, doesn't sleep. But it somehow recovers health by consuming, in some way, fish. So it is a very odd thing. And he's got infinite stamina, infinite energy. But he knows, and he also knows how to build a rocket silo without ever, but also doesn't know how, but somehow also doesn't know how to build a rocket silo. Games are weird when you think about them. Right, so the copper's backed up here now. So we should see it start to sort of flow better into the reds, which will then properly fill up the red circuits. Yeah, there we go. We're out of RCUs. But they are now being made. But this isn't quite getting enough reds. But it will very soon. Well, I could go and grab these, couldn't I? If I replace that, grab some of these, like hand feed them in, basically. Don't need the sulfur. We can chuck some of these in here. Like so. Guess I could put some. Put some in blue circuits as well. And then we can come over here. Right. Do that. Oops. Oh. Okay, how are we doing? 78% of the way there. Okay. If I was to take some of these, how many can I handcraft any? It takes so long, it's probably not worth bothering. Where are they? In theory, I could make 13. I'm going to be ever so slightly faster than the blue machines. Could be the Doomslayer on his downtime, yeah. Do you know, I don't know if you know the Outside Xbox and Outside Extra channels? There's, on YouTube, there's one of them there, Luke Westaway, he's got, it's obviously a silly, it's a joke basically, but it's like, got a theory that Link is, Zelda, the Link is Doomslayer basically. Yeah, you watch them. But there was quite a good video he did where he sort of broke it down. I mean, it's not, they're not being serious about it, but it does sort of make sense in some ways. Have you played the new Doom games? They're real. I assume so, but 2016 and Doom Eternal, they're really good. Nearly there. Nearly there. I haven't done the Eternal DLC as well. I'll be totally honest. Oh, it's one of the things I'm going to do over Christmas because my office closes. The company closes down over Christmas, so it's like forced holiday And for me, I'm sure for you, it's an absolute manic time with kids and family and all that sort of stuff. But for me, it's. I mean, I go and see my family, but I almost get in the way, and they like have me there. I don't mean in a bad way, but they've got houses full of kids, and visiting all the relatives and all that sort of stuff. Especially this year is going to be absolutely nuts because obviously Christmas kind of got cancelled last year. But yeah, and it doesn't. I, if you're religious, if you're any of that inclined, and anyone watching, great, you do you. But I have it means nothing to me basically. It's not even, you know, especially now that all of my friends have got families and stuff like that. Well, not all of them, but so for me it's just dead time basically. It's like forced holiday. So I've got like a big, and I always end up, as you do, you end up with lots of games to play anyway. List of shame and all that. And I'm thinking I'm going to tackle Doom Eternal, but as one of them. But I've got quite a few. I've got like I've not really properly played Riftbreaker, for example. Not sure I fully like that game. It's too combat heavy. But yeah, Doom Eternal's the DLC is one I'm saving up. I've sort of ended up saving up. But more. Oh, we've run out of green. I haven't really looked. I was looking at it, but not looking at it. Oh, I see. So we got green circuits not coming down here. So we can put an output on there. There we go. But yeah, I've sort of been not doing it, not looking at it, because basically, I've lost all of my like skills, as it were. This is now backing up anyway, so we don't need them there. But the things I learnt for the Doom Eternal, because I think it's really well done. The whole combat ballet thing it's got going on. Here we go. Preporizing. That's what I'm going to do basically, because I've sort of forgotten, all of the, little tricks and stuff for doing it. And I think if I did, and the DLC is meant to be hard, so it's like if I just launched straight into that after having not played not played the other one for what is it now, 6 months or something? I know it's longer than that, isn't it? Because it was last year. I'm just gonna get really annoyed. Right, so here we go then. We got 2 hours and 44 minutes on the clock, which is slightly longer than I had when I did my test run, but not by much. I bet that's really loud, isn't it? It's alright. So here we go. No spoon. Yay! And not bad with the time on the stream either, because there's only about 5 minutes left. 5 hours and 16 minutes. So there we go. I thought I might end up doing it a lot quicker, because I thought I'd sort of added in, because I added the extra copper line because I knew that was going to be a problem, but it still wasn't anywhere near enough. Superb, boss. Thank you very much. I'm really pleased with that, because that then means I have 100%ed Factorio. And given it's my favourite game of all time, it felt like something I should really do. Also, I'll be honest, I kind of enjoyed doing the speed run, but I don't think I could do an actual speed run. I think that would be way too stressful. And I just make so many, I made so many errors. Just, placing down things that, I don't think I'd be able to do it properly. You know, especially not when they do the hour and a half. You know, any percentage speed runs. Those are just bonkers. You know, this is as close as I I think I could get really. And say I thought it would be quicker, but I suppose I did do this the other way round, so that was probably not the best way to do it. It would have been best to do that first and then do the beacons, because sort of sat there waiting longer than needed. Oh, obviously, and also there is so much science sat on these belts. Look at all of these. So more labs would probably have been the thing as well. No 1.5 hour run in the future then? No. No, definitely not. So the question really now is what I do next week. I obviously need to think about it. I think I will do the sort of... The trouble is, the base in the book thing, I'd kind of want to do it more like... I think it'd be more useful in a sense as a YouTube series. Like it's something, to do there as like proper, videos. And I could do the stream as almost like practicing in a sense for, well, what does this blueprint look like, and then, record myself doing it as a YouTube video. But I'm still at the stage with YouTube where editing is just so sort of long-winded. It's not something I've got half a series that I never finished editing and uploading for Factorio. It's just all the VODs basically on YouTube. So say I'd almost prefer to do what I'm talking about. So what I'm basically, in fact, let's just save this. If we save that, spoon 6, there it goes. It's all just saved. Because what I'd want to do basically, silly plonker, is like turn on a lot of these. I use like a lot of my runs anyway. Oh, that one I thought I'd delete that. It don't work anymore. But like putting the railway. I mean, I've never actually used that one before, but you see, I've downloaded a lot of the there's Industrial Revolution and stuff in here, but so I've never actually done them. But I'd have Waterfield. I don't think I'd do warehousing for it. But like Vehicle Snap and text things, squeak through. So all of these ones, quality of life, RSO would be good. Would I have turrets on? Maybe, I don't know. But say I'd have to think about. But I think landfill painting. Do you see what I mean? So the sort of I can't find them now. Not creative. Oh, Victoria, there it is. Cargo ships probably. Probably have that on because I find that quite useful. Bullet trails because that's quite pretty. You see what I mean? Just a set of mods that it doesn't really change the game, but would let me do, particularly Dectorio. I like playing around with that one, where you can do coloured concrete, coloured hazardcrete, and all that sort of stuff, and make a base that was, attractive basically, as far as you can in Factorio. Because I don't know if you saw any of my mega base stuff, but where I've done the defences, I really like making defences that look good, even to the extent that they're not necessarily practical, and doing that for like train stations and having an actual factory. Like for example, green circuits. Like it's a big green circuit factory, but the trains are laid out in an attractive way. Not not necessarily the most practical way, but say all the trains are coming in at the bottom, nicely lined up with nice spaces between them, and use the collar concrete to make it look like a train station, and walls maybe, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm thinking about with that series, and I can do that, and it'll just be long term because it'll take ages. And what I'd probably make it more like a train world type of a map sort of thing, with big patches and all that sort of stuff, so that I wasn't covering over the entire the entire thing with landfill basically. Not land, as in covering over all the patches like I did with the mega base one. You see, the flip side to that is if I do the base in a book type run, then I could make those standard train stations, which I'd probably reuse because I don't think they look bad, and just add on pretty stuff to them. Do you see what I mean? Adequate robot start. I don't think I've downloaded that one. Which I'm not going to do it now. I won't. We'll start it up properly as a proper series. There is the. I have got the one. Which is adequate robot start? Let's have a look at them. I haven't updated some of these. I'd have another look through for I'd probably do like armored biters as well. What's it? Oh god. Basic robots. Is that the one you mean? There's quite a few, and I'd have to look through and see what modules in robots. Interesting. I mean, if I was, another one I could do, because I never really, because there's obviously space exploration, but that's a full overhaul mod. But there is space expansion as well. Have I still got that installed? Oh no, space extension. Yeah, so there's oh, that's somebody's version of it, I think. There we go. SpaceX, I have got it installed. But yeah, that's not sort of. Oh right, it's dependent on Bob's, isn't it? It's not as good as space exploration because it's more just it just gives you a load of. Multiple launches and massively increases science. 40 plus launches, variety of new components, which, I mean, I've done bases with 100 launches, so, it wouldn't be a problem as such. But basically, it's just big. It's just it's not as complicated as space expansion, but it just means you're doing a load of extra research, basically. It's almost like an excuse to do a mega base. And, a vanilla mega base, not a complicated one. Bot start. I think I've got. I should just find it if I do. Robot quick start maybe. Faster involve. So there are a lot of, and I do have. There is one I've got, which is it's recommended for factories. K2 anyway. Oh, that's the incompatibles, aren't they? Oh, I can't remember what it is. Is it starter robots? But you see, maybe I could use something like warehousing or something like that, Not robot attrition. But yeah, I'd have to think about. Oh yeah, there's that one. What was it called? Oh, nanobots. That's it. That's what I was thinking of. Where it gives you like, you know, because they're like of like finite life basically. That's the one I was thinking of. Um, and it's like an early version of bots. It makes things like clearing trees easier, but say they have a limited lifespan. I think. I think I only played around with it a little bit. Um, and it's basically the idea being early ghost building robots, special robot nanogun. Review rise, so reprograms personal construction bots to deconstruct items on ground. Okay. So I'm sure there was another one. No, maybe that was it. Anyway, so the idea would be that um, I would have like it's like things that don't radically change the game, so that people can, if there is someone who drops in and yourself or whatever, they can follow it. Whereas something like K2, I think and all of the overhaul mods, unless you kind of know what you're doing. I mean, like as you say, like Bobs and Angels are just really complicated, and so if you're playing them on stream, you're having to work out a lot of stuff and understand them yourself, and I don't think it necessarily makes good streaming series as such. Because there's one thing explaining the game as you go, which I like doing. There's another bumbling your way through and not knowing what you're doing yourself and getting confused. I'll have to think about it, as I say. I'm very, very tempted to do the base in a book thing, but say, does it work with, what do I do in terms of doing it on my YouTube channel? Anyway, so that's the stream for today. Oh, you have to sacrifice a weapon slot. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think I actually played with it. I sort of loaded it up and saw what it was about, and saw it looked okay, but I don't think I've actually played with it. So there'd be things like that it's like small things. It's not massive changes to the game, and that you could almost play it, with them. You can understand it basically if you're someone watching randomly. Anyway, that's the stream for this week. I will be back on Monday with Dyson Sphere program. I don't now go in on Mondays into work. It's now Thursday, so it should be a bit less like panicked and me dashing in and throwing it together, as it were. So hopefully a bit smoother. But I haven't actually played it in the meantime, so it'll be more of the same, really, plopping down blueprints that we've done on the other planet, probably, and getting that sort of exploitation going. But yeah, so that's the end of the stream for this week. Hope you have a good week as well, Grim, and anyone else watching. And I'll be back tomorrow with a bit of Dyson Sphere program, and then Satisfactory on Friday. Again, Factorio at the weekend. I'm having my booster jab for COVID, so Sunday may end up getting cancelled if I feel rubbish. But Saturday, it's after the stream on Saturday, so we'll definitely do Saturdays. Yeah, and I will make the decision on what series I'm going to do next. I could always just do a vanilla playthrough while I decide. It doesn't take that long. Yeah, so if you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.